What's up everyone? Welcome to Crypto Maximalist. Today we're going to be taking a look at Polygon and its recent price action, along with some talk about news and fundamentals, and with a price prediction for the short and the long term as well. Before we begin, we'd just like to say thank you so much to everyone for their continued support, the likes and subscribers, Patreon and YouTube members, and all your amazing comments and sharing. We appreciate you all so much at the channel, and we've been growing incredibly fast recently, so thank you to all of you. Our community has been growing amazingly well recently. It's all down to you guys, so thank you so much. If you want to support the channel, please like and subscribe so you don't miss any videos, and turn on bell notifications as well. We're posting 4 videos per day, so come back every day for daily updates and analysis. In any instance, you can sign up to our free Telegram via the description as well. This is not financial advice. Welcome to Crypto Maximalist. Let's begin. So as we can see, we've actually been very impressed with how Polygon has been performing in the wake of the quite obvious market manipulation and recent price action that we have seen in the cryptocurrency space in the past week or so. When you look at the sheer amount of FUD that has been circulating, including China banning cryptocurrency for about the 7th time in as many years, India FUD regarding Tesla and Elon Musk, FUD including environmentalism and essentially cryptos being a scam, more and more regulation and inflation worries, and all kinds of other stuff. It's kind of amazing really at the amount of, it seems as though, market manipulation that has been happening recently in the crypto space. We're not going to rattle on too much about it like we have in our previous videos for today, or other videos for today at least, depending on which order we decide to post these in. But it is very apparent that there has been a large amount of manipulation that's been happening in the market in the past few days, especially yesterday. And it looks as though whales have quite obviously been selling on retail investors to basically buy the dip and cause capitulations in terms of liquidations for leverage trading and all kinds of other stuff. So we'd just like to reiterate to everyone, not financial advice of course, but just to be very careful. Don't over leverage yourself. Make sure you're being safe. Make sure that you're not selling the bottoms and buying the tops, because right now there are a large amount of dips that are happening. So basically make sure that you protect yourself first and foremost. Don't leave huge amounts of money on the table if you're concerned about losing in the short term, because there is a huge amount of volatility. We do like to say on this channel that holding long term is the best way to protect yourself from risk, because if you're holding quality projects for the long term, most likely 9 times out of 10 you're probably going to do very well. And this is something that we have been employing ourselves. Looking at the day-to-day volatility of cryptocurrency sometimes can be quite a lot to take, especially on days when Bitcoin is essentially leading the market down more and more and more because of the capitulation of new retail investors. We'd like to reiterate that it does seem as though, according to analysis we've been doing, that it's newer retail money that has been capitulating and selling in the market recently, whilst it seems as though older and whale money, institutions and the like, have just been accumulating more and more cryptocurrency on the downside. So it does seem as though people are taking advantage of the FUD, and manipulation is happening in the market to try and get in at lower prices for these big players. So remember, do your own research and know what you hold. Don't get overawed by the day-to-day price actions of the market. Basically, don't get paper hands and sell on these days of extreme fear, because most likely what will happen is you'll sell, and the second that you do, prices will probably bounce back to the upside. So not financial advice of course, but we just want to reassure all of our subscribers, because we obviously appreciate you all so much, that we do believe that the cryptocurrency bull run is not over, and this is just quite an obvious attempt at manipulation and shaking people out of the market before we have another leg up. This is around a 41% correction we believe for Bitcoin at this point, which is still within the realms of the bull market, if we consider the last bull market had a few corrections of around 40% before they bounce to the upside. And we do think there is a large amount of manipulation at play here. So remember what you hold, don't get scared, and basically don't panic, because it seems as though things are being heavily manipulated right now, and sooner or later they are going to bounce to the upside. So if we're taking a look at Polygon specifically, we can quite clearly see that it has actually performed very well in the wake of the market-wide correction that we have been seeing. Obviously, as we can see, Polygon has been performing incredibly well recently. We're very, very pleased with the bags of it that we have for ourselves. We've actually been holding Polygon since the start of the year. I think we bought this, we believe it was around, is this March still? My goodness me. If we take a look here, I think we bought it around February, around 8 or 9 cents. So we're very, very happy with the bags that we have packed for ourselves, and congratulations to everyone that bought Matic for under a cent. You will still be well up over 200x from your initial investment, which is incredible. So congratulations. As we can quite clearly see, Matic did flip this channel that we were outlining here of nice progressive upwards price action into support, as it had a nice run up here. Bounced and retested on the previous dip that we saw with a nice double bottom here, perfectly off this 150 mark, and then actually had a really tasty run up, as we can see here. As we can see previously, this $1 mark was good resistance and support here, which we used in a previous market-wide correction that we saw a few days ago, about a week ago now, I believe it was, based on the more FUD in the market. Essentially, Polygon flipped this into support, had really strong bullish price action. It's absolutely ripped and essentially done almost a 2x in the space of basically a day, which is absolutely insane, obviously. We had a nice consolidation period of a few days here. As you can see, there was 2 or 3 days of consolidation. But it seems as though the massive bullish momentum for Polygon wasn't finished recently. We were actually calling for quite a significant correction, maybe back down to this 120, 130 zone, or at least back inside this channel, because the price action, if we zoom out, we can see is very euphoric recently. But it seems as though Polygon is performing exceptionally well, and the bulls are holding very strong, especially in the wake of today's correction, where we have seen cryptos such as VeChain starting to capitulate and make lower lows. But it seems as though Polygon may be forming a double bottom here. As we can see, we wicked down twice, basically to around this 185, 186 mark, which was a previous all-time high, and does seem to be actually flipping resistance into support here. And as we can see, if this holds, we could easily imagine that Polygon may actually trade sideways or even continue upwards in the next few days, considering the sheer amount of parabola that we've seen for it. We wouldn't be surprised if Polygon continued upwards. But as always, we'd like to reiterate that the further that price action like this continues, oh my goodness, select my paintbrush. The further that price action like this continues, the more chance of a severe pullback to the downside. So just keep that in mind. As we can see here, Polygon is essentially up a massive amount. It's almost up a 10x. If we look here, if we went to $3 here, which we almost made, this would be a 10x in essentially less than a month, which is absolutely insane, and obviously shows like the potential of cryptos. Congratulations to everyone that holds Polygon. In terms of our short-term price prediction, we could easily imagine that Polygon, considering how well it seems to be holding up here with a nice double bottom, we could imagine it trading sideways here. Maybe it could break down back into this channel and continue upwards. We would be wary that obviously this macro blue trend line that we're outlining here would be much more. We could potentially come back down and test this. This has been happening for quite a lot of cryptocurrencies in the recent market-wide correction. We think that the recent euphoria and upwards price movement for Polygon may be mitigating a lot of this downside risk currently. But obviously, if we keep getting bearish sentiment in the market, there is always the chance that things can come back down and retest the general, more steady trend line that we've seen here. If we take a look at the trend line, we've actually had 3 or 4 touching points here, and since then there has been a very euphoric run up in price. But it's always important to remember that price can just as quickly come down as it goes up, and we could easily come back down and retest these trend lines, maybe at 140, 150, back on the downside here. So it's just something to be aware of. We're not saying for sure that this will happen, but obviously the further the price action goes up in such a way as it has, the more chance of it coming back down just as quickly. So important to remember to do your own research. Don't get swallowed up by FUD in the market. Our short-term price prediction for Polygon, we do believe that it's probably going to range sideways for at least another week, considering the sheer amount of FUD that there is in the market currently. Although, considering how euphoric Polygon's been recently, we may see another leg up on this euphoric rise, but it's very difficult to tell currently because of all the volatility in the market. But as we reiterated in the last video, considering how well Polygon has done recently, We expected to easily hit $10 by the end of the year, which seems very, very possible. This is only around a 5x from the current price, and with a market cap of around, we believe at the time of recording this video, it's probably around 12 to 15 billion. It's very, very achievable, considering how good Polygon is and how much adoption it's been getting recently. This pump shows that there is a huge amount of sentiment regarding Polygon recently, and once the market recovers, which we strongly believe that it will, we do think that Polygon is one of the prime candidates in alt season to have a huge pump. So a 5x from here, very, very achievable in our opinion, which would only have a $60 billion market cap for Polygon. And considering that most people believe that Ethereum will be well over $1 trillion by the end of the run, it seems very, very likely to us that Polygon's going to perform very well. So that's our price prediction for Polygon today, guys. We'd like to thank everyone for watching. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, please let us know down in the comment section below. Also, make sure to hit the like button, as it helps the channel out so much. So if you're a fan of the channel, please hit the like button now. Currently, only 10% of our viewers are subbed, and we'd love to see our community continue to grow more. So please hit the big red subscribe button. If you'd like to support the channel more directly, please sign up to our Patreon via the link in the description below, or sign up to YouTube membership by hitting the join button right next to the sub below this video, where you can get access to our private Discord. We're going to be offering a host of additional benefits, including coin calls, and the higher tiers gain one-to-one access to us personally, as well as a look at our personal portfolio, our daily research of cryptos with massive potential, and not to mention a 100x portfolio we're currently constructing. So please take advantage of that there. Don't forget to get 2 free stocks with Webull by signing up and then depositing $100 using our link in the description below. You can quite literally deposit the $100, get your 2 free stocks, and then withdraw the money, so there's no reason not to do that, and they could be valued all the way up to $1,600 each, but don't forget to actually deposit as well. You can also sign up to our free Telegram via the description as well. All the links are in the description for affiliate links for discounts and free crypto. Please like and subscribe. We are Crypto Maximalists.